Yes, guys, listen, I thought I'd come on and speak to you about a player that I've always kind of really thought was a top player. I watched him really closely in the Champions League semi-final team that year. Obviously covering Champions League games with BT, I got to see a lot of him. Frenkie de Jong. Now they're saying at the moment he could be the player that comes in the first signing under Ten Hag. And if he is, I would be sitting there going, yes, great sign of things to come, because him... For people that don't really know, I probably haven't seen much of him. He's 25 years old. He's not huge in terms of his frame, just a decent size. But what he has got is he's quick. He's quick with the ball, really good dribbler with the ball, can get out of tight situations, makes good decisions with the ball, good passer, mainly over like the short and medium distances. But his balance and dribbling ability are always good. And I think as a team at the moment, we're looking for players who can control the ball and control the game and get the team functioning in terms of balanced possession. I think he'll be a good addition to the team. He's not someone who scores loads of goals. He's not going to come in and wow you with like a Bruno Fernandes type in terms of that output like that, but he's more in terms of the controlling of the game and dictating and whatnot. I mean, this season he's got 45 appearances for Barca, 4 goals, 5 assists, so not loads in terms of goals and assists, but he gives you much more other elements in the game that I think as fans and as a team Man United need, especially in that position there where he can play as a 6, as the holding player, or as an 8, but I've liked him as a 6. He can play in that position. This season, Man United are definitely losing Paul Pogba, Jesse Lingard, Nemanja Matic, Juan Mata. They're all leaving definites in that position. So it does need reinforcement. And I think he'll be a fantastic signing if this deal goes ahead. You have to remember, Ajax to Barcelona, the fee was around 700, or in 700. It was 77 million pounds, and they're talking between 60 and 70. So I think in today's market, it will be a very good signing. His age as well, 25 years old. He's coming into his prime, and his relationship with Ten Hag, he thrived under Ten Hag's management while he was there at Ajax. He was probably, for me, he was the outstanding player in that team that you had. De Ligt, the centre-back who went to Juventus, and you had Van der Beek as well was in that team. So, and they were the 3 that went to the big clubs around Europe, and he was my favourite out of the 3. He was integral in what they'd done. Yes, they won different titles, but the Champions League semi-final that they got to with that team and the resources that they had compared to the other teams couldn't go unnoticed. And I just feel he's got that. He's been to a big club in Barcelona, knows what it's like to be there, done okay there. But at Ajax as well, they have big expectations, and it's hard to play under expectations. And people say, oh, it's only Holland, it's only Ajax, but still, there's an expectation level where you've got to win. That brings different pressures. So he won't have that pressure at Man United, unfortunately, right now, but he could be part of the new build, the rebuild under Ten Hag. And I think it would be smart from Ten Hag, bringing people in that he knows, bringing someone that he knows and trusts and believes, most importantly, that could go on and do good things for the team that he's coming into. And that area, I repeat, is an area that Man United to reinforce massively. So, yeah. That's it, man. I mean, I'd love to know what you guys think, what you guys are feeling on this. I think it's important in the comments. You guys definitely make some comments, and so we get a good understanding here at 5 as to how you see it. Are you happy for it? You one of those who says, no, I'm not sure. I think a big part of it as well, hopefully what he'll bring is a personality, a character. Seems a really good character, the right type that you want. Can he be a leader? He hasn't really shown that in previous seasons. I don't think he's that guy, but I don't think you're buying him for that. I think he's a good character, good personality, pure, wants to do well. And I think the excitement of new midfielders when they come to Man United, when the good ones come, it's big for the club. Everyone gets behind it. It's the engine room. He has that engine as well. And to add that to someone like a Bruno, backing someone like that up, I think they may go again in that area, but we'll see. But listen, if that deal doesn't go, it's a good question. If this deal doesn't go through, what happens then? Is it panic stations for Man United? Who else is in the marketplace who you could go for? You've got. So, for instance, the names that we keep seeing. This isn't the names that I'm saying. The names you're seeing in the media constantly: Frenkie de Jong, Declan Rice. What's the kid's name at Monaco? That everyone knows who I'm talking about. It's just gone from my mind. Yeah. Who else are they talking about? Jude Bellingham. They're the 4 names that are the most prominent in midfield that you keep hearing coming to Man United. So listen, I don't think Calvin Phillips is a name that should be associated with Man United. I just think he's a Leeds boy. The rivalry between the fans, his family all lived there. Different to when I left and went to Man United. Very different. I had no family in Leeds other than my cousin. Weren't a problem for them. So it was very different. So I don't see Calvin Phillips going to Man United. So just for everyone out there who's trying to put it in there, I've got a friend sitting across the table from me who's cracking up laughing because he knows that Calvin Phillips ain't going to Man United. If he does, it'll be the biggest surprise for me. But yeah, back to Frenkie de Jong. I'm all for it. I'd love to see him in a Man United shirt. Let's get it done.
When it comes to them, obviously Ten Hag is confirmed as the manager. There's so many players that are due to leave. Can you name the ones that are going before we even talk about the ones potentially coming in?
Yes, there are many players leaving. Of course, the players out of contract are leaving the club. Jesse Lingard is leaving. He wanted to leave on deadline day with Newcastle, and then it didn't happen, but he's leaving no matter what happens with Erik ten Hag. Edinson Cavani is leaving. I'm told that he's looking for La Liga experience after playing in Italy, in France, in England. It's now time for him to explore this possibility. Juan Mata is leaving. Nemanja Matic is leaving. So they have many players leaving the club.